singing Rocky Top. Welcome, everyone, to the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see, the defending national champions, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Buckeyes will kick it off to get us underway. He'll bring it out. It's Butler. Slips through the line. Oh, vision. Can they catch it? They won't get it. It's a touchdown.
And you cannot start this game any better than to take the opening kickoff all the way to the house. How about the speed by the return man? Once he got in the open field, that dude was gone. This place is going crazy.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Looking for space, it's West. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. The Buckeyes want to crank the tempo. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
These are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. You don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. And these teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired. But you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
So what's going on there?
From the gun, wants to pass.
Oh shit, I threw it to the wrong nigga.
Makes the grab on the right. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Gets the back moving. Wants to go up top on first down. Quick completion on the out route. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest?
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Roberts. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Buckeyes in the hurry-up. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Quick completion on the out. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Ohio State. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big four-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. He'll fit.
Touchdown, Ohio State! Quick strike.
Run your own shit. Stop trying to run other niggas' shit because you've seen it work.
And how about the
Doesn't
job
work
by
like
this
that,
offense?
buddy.
This is not a scrub defense. This is a top 10 defense in college football. You got to take points whenever you can get them. Nice job putting a drive together, putting 6 on the board. No matter how it looks, you just got to keep fighting with this squad.
Setting up for the extra point that would put them on top. And they move on top with the extra point, 7-6. They march 79 yards on the drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Butler. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Looking for space. It's Butler. Weaves his way ahead and gets 5 out to the 18-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Jefferson.
Jump for that.
And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. Another big play on the outside, and that's the thing that historically has gotten Rocky Top rolling.
Yeah, so much fun to watch playmakers outside that they can run by you and go make big plays. Opens up the whole field, the whole offense, and this orange fan base goes absolutely bananas.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
And the Vols with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
The Vols come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. The offense changing the play. Third down play from the gun. Got his man. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Using his legs, it's Butler. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Now, this is the way to come out of the gate and set the tone. Back and forth and already inside a minute to go in the first. Under fire. Get it out on the screen. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Here's the handoff. They worked that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. He might want another play. Third and long. Zings it complete to the right. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
And the Volunteers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Volunteers come to the line in the hurry-up. Guys, let's take a minute here and look big picture for Tennessee. Big moment in recruiting last week. 4-star defensive back gives a verbal commitment. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Obviously, the adjustment of speed is a big deal, but that's why you go get a 4-star guy like this. I mean, he's got speed. He plays so many DBs at one time. This is a position I feel like you can transition to college really well. The expectations for him are going to be high.
Fires to the wideout. Touchdown, Volunteer! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
Come on,
Backed up in the shadow of their own goal. No problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety, you get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing, great job getting a touchdown.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Now the play fake. Rushes on him. Incomplete behind the receiver. Maybe this freshman got a little too anxious.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time, man. This crowd really affected the football.
The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the right.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And the Buckeyes will have it 1st and 10. On the move, it's West. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Yeah, and there you go again. Ohio State bringing the ground game. They typically do that. That's pretty normal for them.
They've built their entire program around it. Archie Griffin, two-time Heisman Trophy winner. You go back to Hopalong Cassidy. I mean, the Buckeyes love to run the ball no matter how many times they spin the magic beat. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. Unloads it left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
You know, if you're going to complete some of these deep crossing patterns, the offensive line has got to be able to hold up because you know that receiver, it's going to take him time to get where he needs to be. So everybody up front really has to do a nice job of creating a clean pocket.
Got enough space, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, it's a final now in one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable ACC clash. Missouri just wrapped up 4 quarters worth of dominance on its way to victory. And that's really the standard there in Columbia. That's a tremendous fan base, and they'll enjoy this one all week. One thing we can always count on in the ACC is a spirited battle and a game that will make waves all along the Eastern Seaboard.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The run to the left. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain. And the Vols want to move quickly.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Flushed out of the pocket. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man on the right. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step
Baited, but what do y'all make me do? What do y'all make me do? Instead of just going for the pick, I got to do all the extra shit.
To Peerless Price memories back when I was watching them, playing against them in college. That was a thing of beauty,
like,
right
look,
there. There's a nice chemistry
fucking baited out his goddamn mind.
With his
Y'all
group of wide
say
receivers, and you see that in the timing of these throws.
this nigga tripping.
Quarterback keeps him.
Nigga, you tripping.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Niggas baited out his goddamn
I really
mind.
like this
Y'all just
QB running the
allow it to
football
be
because I know he's got a lot of
behind
speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. A run for the quarterback. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Tennessee. And once he
Nigga should have thrown a pick, but that's not.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And he makes the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Gotta remember, certain niggas are allowed to do shit. I have to play perfect. I forgot.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be dragged down. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly complete.
He's running the...
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
looking to fire. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
He's clearly running the opposite direction of what I'm
doing. You're always talking about dynamic guys, and he's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power. You just simply can't block him, and that last play is his 10th sack of the season.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there. Now it's 4th down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
This offense has put on a display in the first half, and they have a chance to tack another one on before the break. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. The Vols headed quickly to the line.
You don't get no false start for this.
Trying to slam in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown ball. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield on 1st down. Moves around to clear up the vision. Fires on the move. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Makes the grab. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
My old coach said, you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Neyland Stadium, alive, a cauldron of orange noise on 3rd down.
Texas. And the Bulls. My nigga.
They'll try to get the first through the air. Fires to the wideout. Finds space on the right. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Throw him to the spot, and that's exactly what he did to pick up the 1st down.
And that's so many hours of doing this together. You know exactly when he's going to break on that out route. You know what kind of speed he has because you've thrown it so many times. Nice rhythm and timing, and you could tell that was experience between receiver and quarterback.
Wants to throw on first down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll throw it from the red zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking downfield very late in the half. Makes the grab. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. They'll immediately call timeout. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. A relatively short field goal try from 26 yards out. Nestled just inside that right upright. Are forced to settle for 3. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Get a start.
And the Volunteers will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Hamilton. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think then if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
The Buckeyes in a good spot here with second and short. Wants to go up top. That's caught. It's West. Couldn't find any more room up the sideline, and he's pushed out of bounds at the 36. Now from the 36-yard line, it's first and 10. To the air on first down. Pulls it in. It's Little. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Back to pass. Might be looking to run. Stands in and takes the hit.
Ow, bro, you got the nigga is nowhere near there to fucking play.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was
I should have been able to hit
incompletion.
The noise reverberating off the checkerboards and Neyland on third down. Wants to throw again. Under fire. And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
That's a frustrating start for this offense. At halftime, you know you're down. You got to come out. You got to create some energy, some momentum. Get this side of the ball cooking.
Down 10 in the second half, anywhere free. All right, cool.
And you go 3 and out, and you punt the football, but now you're going to rely on your defense. You got to get the ball back, string some stops together while we're trying to figure out the offensive side of the football.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
That's a gutsy call, and I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, the offense taking a shot after getting the takeaway. They're in what's called the fringe area. It's not quite the red zone, but it's a good spot to throw posts, to throw goes, to throw deep corner routes, smash routes. And that's exactly what they were thinking that time. Just a little bit off on the throw. Nice play by the defense, but I love the aggressive nature that time by the O.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Can't make the grab, and this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down, doesn't convert this time. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 4th down, going to the air. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. He's brought down, but he's got it inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
That is such a big play for the offense. A lot of these 4th down pass plays are just designed to pick up the first. They get even more. They get an explosive play, and that has got to be huge for the offense's confidence.
And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. Quarterback making adjustments. With the run on 1st and goal. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. On the move. Touchdown, Volunteers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Oklahoma State proved it is battle-tested and capable of winning any place, any time after this one. And just think of the confidence this Pokes team gained today. Invaluable, if you ask me. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
This nigga put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet. But I'm getting the ball
this
into the
nigga
hands
ran
of my
out
best
of bounds like a fucking idiot.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so he puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Working the middle, it's complete. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. The Buckeyes moving quickly to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And that's a big shot, and that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
Here comes the heat.
What the fuck?
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
In Frito?
Those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground. You can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all that money.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Hauls it in. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be fourth down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On fourth down, they're taking to the air.
Bro, how the fuck?
A huge stand by the defense.
So we just let this.
We got to make something happen. We haven't been good enough. We got to score a lot of points and quickly. You've got to be aggressive. They tried. They failed again. This game is all but over.
So here is the Tennessee offense. Takes a handoff. It's Butler. Hard running there. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes a stop.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Volunteers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Give to the running back. Fights off another broken tackle. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They'll test the right side. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
And the Vols with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to adjust the pattern. Second down, he'll throw it. He'll take a shot. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Firing to the right, complete. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Calls his own number. He gives him a fresh set of downs, and this one will be first and goal from the 6.
Man, it's so nice to have a QB that can do that can run and make plays when you need it. Late in the football game, trying to run this clock out, preserve the win. He picks up the big first down and keeps the clock moving.
Let's go. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Tennessee! And the beatdown has ensued. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Coming out with it, it's Hamilton. Stopped at the 26, brought it out in the end zone, picked up an extra yard. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. There's a lot of pressure when you have that number 1 beside your name, and perhaps it was the pressure, perhaps it was just one of those days, but that rain is... And they get to the quarterback and...
How the fuck are y'all losing to him?
This quarterback
How are y'all
has
losing
been
to
under
him?
duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack.
He lobs one high down the left side. Intercepted for the 11th time. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this dude.
They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
We get pressure.
Continues to do a great job of not letting a great athlete at quarterback make big plays on them. Great job pursuing him, keeping him in that cage, not letting him get out in the open field because we know he can do some damage. Nice job by this defense so far.
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Bringing it back. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Offense in the sumo set with the big boys. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. So first down didn't exactly go according to plan. Let's see what they can dial up on second down.
Reese, I got him right where I want him, okay? I'm going to throw the football. Now I can get back in shotgun. Let's forget the running game stuff. We're going to play a little pitch and catch and see how good that secondary is.
Switch sticking to niggas.
And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
Wow.
And that comfortable lead they enjoy right now is not slowing down the aggression, not one bit.
Well, I think at this point the coaching staff is just trying to continue evaluating their own players, and I don't hate the mindset. If there's time on the clock, keep trying to score.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. They'll go to the ground. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
The Vols trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Runs through the tackle. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Now facing a 3rd and long. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
Yeah, and really good 3rd down situational defense. You know it's 3rd and long. You know the pass play's coming. Defense was ready. Nice job forcing the 4th down.
So how good you feeling right now if you're on offense in this situation? You want to just play conservative? You want to punt it over and let your defense finish out the game? Or do you trust your quarterback to go make a play and win the game right now?
They're still firing away even with this lead. One last incompletion, and that'll do it. Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today, and, man, did they go out and do it.
Man, they proved it, and they proved they were better. They thought they were better coming in. We were talking to them. They had a lot of confidence. They said, we're not ranked as high as we should be, and now they just showed the whole world. This squad is for real. We're going to be discussing them in the playoffs in the future, and they made a statement today, Palmer.
Yeah, that's the thing, David. To me, after watching that absolute beatdown, you can't help but think to yourself, this is a college football playoff caliber team. If they play like that, moving forward, if they put their A game together in all 3 phases, this is a team we're...
That's a ball game.